Well, it's been kind of an interesting day, but in a way, I guess it kind of, I guess you could say, closed with a little bit of happiness, I guess. I'll tell you what I mean here in a minute. First, I'll throw my intro. Okay, so yeah, it's been kind of a busy day again, and of course it's really quiet out, and no wind, and my motion sense light does work. Way up there now. I put in the work light. Had made. You guys have seen it in that one video, but I had put that in. Those are my work lights, and that's my security light. It's on auto, and it still lights up everything that I wanted it to do. I'll show you here. See, it does pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. It still lights up my door pretty good. So yeah, I'll turn my lights back on. Kind of freaky without them, you know what I'm saying? There, much better. So yeah, anyways, the mosquitoes are really bad tonight, so I'm gonna have to make this video as quick as possible and end it. Well, we got like a new burn barrel. The other one said see ya. So we got a new one, a little bit bigger. That's not the happy part. And then I got a new burn barrel. And I was going to take the old one to the scrap pile. And I happened to see my friend with the 986. He was hooked up to the cultivator, and he pulled it up into the yard there at the barn, or at the farm, and had a flat tire on, I guess, on the cultivator. And so I went with him for a few hours and cultivated some dirt. He's going to try to seed tomorrow. He's going to try to put some, I guess he said, oats in. It's kind of late for that, but I guess in a way it's not. I guess he's doing it, so I guess let him do it, right? And that's not the happy part either. Okay, so yeah, we cultivated, and like I said, he's going to come tomorrow and, of course, seed everything. And, okay, well, on my way home, there's this guy standing on the side of the road, right, kind of in front of my house, but more by this big field, by this big yard over here. I call it a little field because it's super huge. So, but this guy was all dressed in black, so it kind of creeped me out. But then I realized, well, he's not wearing a hoodie, he's not covering up his face. So I was like, well, he can't be a bad person, can't be someone trying to rob somebody. But he was kind of walking around in circles, like, what the hell do I do now? So I got a little closer, and a little closer, and what do I see in the ditch? His Mrjohndeere3720 got stuck in the ditch. And I guess from what my mom was saying, he wasn't stuck for very long, because as soon as he got stuck, I was coming. So, well, Mr. Mrjohndeere3720 to the rescue. I pulled his ass out with Big Red. And of course I didn't have, I was pretty lucky that I even had a chain with me. I had the small chain with me. I think it's only like a 10 foot or a 15 foot or something like that. It's not super huge, right? So I would like my 25 footer back, but then again, that's kind of huge. But that's for the cultivator. So he flagged me down, and he said, well, can you help me here? I got kind of stuck. And boy, did he ever get her stuck. But you know what? It really wasn't that bad. He said it wasn't that bad, but he must have been there for a while, because, well, my mom said he wasn't there very long, but the damn thing was just covered in mud. So like, well, he must have been stuck. He must have really been flinging it, you know, trying to get out. So then I come there, and I kind of take a look, you know, just to kind of see what was wrong, you know, and crap. And he's like, well, it doesn't seem too bad. So I pulled them out. I used Big Red. Good thing I had Big Red, because if I would have had the other tractor, it wouldn't have gone anywhere, right? So I just hooked the chain on. He hooked it to his tractor, and I hooked the other end to Big Red there, and I put the 4-wheel drive on. I really don't think I needed it, but you know, just so I don't, you know, really stress everything out too much. Even though it wouldn't come on unless the rear wheels were slipping, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, that was actually kind of like my good deed for the day, you know. I don't do too many of those, so, because I mean, I wasn't really going to just leave the bastard there, you know. That's kind of not nice to do, right? I mean, I don't know the guy. I mean, no, really, I don't know, really. So I've seen him a few times in town, but I guess that's his little tractor, and I guess he said that he was going to get one somewhere else for a little cheaper, but he says they don't last, so. And, yeah, I mean, my mom even says she was watching, I guess through my bedroom window or some shit like that, anyways. And, she said that when I started pulling them out, because I didn't really know what to do, if I should have just taken it real easy, if I should have just given her hell. So I just gave her hell. Well, I mean, I didn't, like, break her necks or anything, but, I mean, I just, you know, floored it, right? Took the slack out of the chain, and I just gave her, right? Man, Big Red. Like, Big Red is like, this ain't nothing for me, man. Well, he's rated to pull 1,500 pounds, and I know that tractor does not weigh 1,500 pounds. I think it only weighs about 600 or 700 pounds. It's not a heavy tractor, but she's got some weight to her, especially if you put weights on her, right? So, yep, he's got a 62-inch mower deck too, and he said that he's got I guess there's some kind of guy in town, but on the North Dakota side, there's a little town over there where I think that's where he lives. I'm not sure, but he said there was some kind of a guy there that owned that tractor last, you know, before he got it, and he said that guy had a snowblower on it and a snowplow, and of course then the bracket on the back for the weights. And he said that guy was, of course, pretty hard on it and stuff. Well, you know, I'm hard on it too. I'm hard on mine, but I don't go jump the rivers. You know, I don't Dukes of Hazzard this damn thing everywhere. So, but yeah, so I guess he had the tractor all winter, because I didn't know that, so until now, but, well, until earlier this spring. And he said that the last guy sold the snowblower, but he sold the plow with the tractor. So this guy got the plow, right? And the guy said that tractor does absolutely nothing for snow plowing. I don't think I don't know if he has the chains on, or I know he's got the weights, but I don't think he's got the chains. I'm pretty sure he's got the weights because he's got the weight bracket on, so. See, you know, that's another thing I'm thinking about too. Is like, I don't think my tractor's going to do it. If his can't blade, mine ain't going to be able to blade either. So, and he said it was kind of cool because he watched a neighbor when he was snow blowing. And I guess what the neighbor would do is that he would actually pick up the front end, or, you know, get the front wheels off the ground. And if the tractor, I guess, started going off course, he could just, because, you know, it's four-wheel steering, so just like mine, so if he turned the wheels, it would actually whip the ass end out a little bit, and would actually just pull them right back into straight again, I guess. So I thought, well, that's pretty fancy. Because now, see, I don't do that with mine, because I don't have a blower on mine, so, but whatever, it's fine. But, you know, I really didn't think there would ever be a day where I would come to the rescue, you know. It gets kind of weird, but then in a way, You know, it's nothing special really, but you know, since it's something I really don't do on a daily basis, you know, it's kind of makes you feel kind of good, you know, that you saved someone, you know. I mean, he's not dying or anything, but you know, just being a good sport, right? So, even though I don't care for the bastards, but you know, because they're not your normal people, so. But you know, I'm just not going to leave him there either. So, I mean, he kind of started walking up to me too, so I was like, well, I'm not going to just drive on by like I never saw him, you know, that's kind of rude. So I saved him. His tractor is no longer stuck. And, yeah. I mean, he must have, I don't know what he was stuck on. I think his mower deck might have just gotten, kind of jammed or something, just enough so that then the tractor couldn't pull itself back out. But you know, he's pretty hard on it too. So, but that's his tractor and that's his right to do it. So, but you know, it's not. I guess it's all right. You know, let him beat on it if he wants to. So. But yeah, my light's still running here, but that's because I keep walking in and out. So hopefully she don't die on me. But whatever. I did move the thing down too. I moved the thing that the sun charges, you know, or the thing that picks up the sun and charges the battery. I don't know what to call it. I forget. But you know, I knew that I was never going to ever pull out my tractor with Big Red because, for one, I don't try to get my tractor stuck. If I know my yard is soaking wet, which it is, but I never really, it's not to the point where I'm going to get stuck, right? And if I do, well, then I got Big Red. But out of all the 4 years I've owned it, I've never gotten that tractor stuck once. And I probably never will. But, you know, that can easily, you know, backfire in my face, and then who knows, I might get stuck. But I just, so, you know, because I'm kind of smart too. I don't just, you know, try to go through tons of mud with it and everything. That's not what she's made for doing. And when the guy told me, well, I already kind of knew it was an X724 because, for one, I kind of glanced at it, you know. And I told him too. He's like, well, hell, man, I got one too. And he's like, oh, that's what it is. I was like, I wasn't sure what it was. I thought you had. He figured it was an X700 model, 4-wheel steer kind, but he wasn't sure. He probably thought it was like either an XM24 or an XM49. The XM48, that's just 4-wheel drive, and then I think the XM49 is 4-wheel steering and 4-wheel drive, and the same with the XM29. XM29, that's a 4-wheel steer tractor too, but not. It's 4-wheel drive too. That's a decent model too, but a little smaller. So, but yeah, I told him too that those kind of tractors are just not really exactly made for doing that kind of stuff. You know, I told him, like, you know, for stuff like this, you need to get a 4-wheel drive. And he's like, well, I would have gotten Little Blue out, so that must be his tractor's name too, Little Blue. Which is actually, you know, it's that New Holland, which is a fucking badass tractor. I wouldn't mind having her, but I don't really need a big. Well, I do need a big tractor, but I'm not going to pay a fortune for it either. So, but you know, whatever, it's fine. But that's the tractor he needs to use. I told him too, like, well, those kind of tractors are only good for like yard use. They're not used for like, you know, mudding and trying to mow and thick, heavy stuff, you know. It's just not made for that. She's meant to be like a homeowner kind of tractor, you know. Like I am. I don't go brush hogging with it. I mean, I have, but I don't do it all the time. So I haven't even done it once this year yet. So, but I mean, I do get into the heavy stuff, but it ain't like the stuff ain't like 10 feet tall, right? So it's actually not too bad. So, makes the tractor work, but you know what? That's what I bought her for. So, but you know, like I said, it's not too often that I save someone from the ditch. So, it kind of just tells me that too, that Big Red's really a pretty tough four-wheeler for. I mean, it's 70 horsepower. It's four-wheel drive, and you know, it's made to pull 1,500 pounds, and then I think like 350 pounds on the rear rack, and I think like 150 on the front rack. So it's a pretty heavy-duty four-wheeler. It's designed to be like a tractor. It can be used like a tractor, and then it can also be made for fun too. You can just customize it how you want it. And I was kind of telling Mossman too how I wish Big Red was black, because then I could have tinted the taillights, because I kind of liked what he did, but then yet I'm not really crazy for it, but it's okay, I guess. I kind of liked his taillights the way they were, because I think they already had some black in them. But I mean, I guess it does give it that extra little bit of zip in it, you know, it makes it look a little better. So, and I know that Mossman was saying too that I could just paint Big Red. Well, you know, he does need to be repainted, but I don't really want to repaint him black, because that's just the color I like. He does have some black on him, you know, like the racks and the footrests and everything, right? That's all black, but you know, and then the black handlebars, you know, stuff like that. That's all black, but I kind of wouldn't mind blacking out the rims a little bit. Not the whole thing, but just I think I could even get rims that are somewhat, because there's an area that you can that's blacked out, and then you still have that aluminum color. That looked I think pretty cool, but Big Red's just all one aluminum color, so there's really, you know, not much I can do. So could buy new rims and just have them, you know, that color, that black and aluminum color, but I'm not really willing to super lease spend a lot of money, right? And I would tint Big Red's taillights, but I don't really want to go super crazy on it either. I mean, he put a little bit on. He put, I don't know how to say it, but like, he didn't like totally black them out. Of course, for one, it's totally illegal. You can't go with pure black taillights. I mean, he just put a little bit of black on there, right? Well, I want to put maybe a little less. I don't want to go super crazy on it, because I might not like it, so I don't know, I don't know. If he was black, it would look alright, but, you know, since he's red, and if you were to tint the taillights black a little bit, it probably wouldn't look right, but I think it would on the rims. But not, I don't know. I could go with a tinted windshield too and get that a little bit darker. Just so it adds a little bit of kick to it, you know, because it is just like a clear windshield. Which is what I like for at night when I'm plowing snow, but I don't know. I kind of would like to just buy another four-wheeler and just deck it all on that, right? Because Big Red is mostly a work machine. He's not really meant for fun. There's really nowhere around here to go have fun, so I just usually just keep him as a work machine, right? So, but whatever. I guess we'll just drive on with it for now. So, yeah. It's been quite an interesting day. First I cultivate, and then I pull a stuck X724 out of the ditch. So it's been quite the day. And I guess they're talking a chance of rain tonight, so my friend was thinking about coming back tomorrow with the with the seed drill. He's going to try to seed tomorrow if he can, but I don't know. He says if it rains too much, he's not going to be able to, but I think he said he's coming back tomorrow. I think he needs to cultivate one more time, I think, before seeding, but I don't know. That's kind of what he said, so I don't know. We'll just see what tomorrow brings, and then I guess we'll just drive on from there, right? So yeah, I figured just show you guys that little bit of info. Mrjohndeere3720 To The Rescue. So, and a little bit of cultivating, and then a little bit of oh yeah, seeding the garden too. I did a little bit more of that. I finally put the tomatoes in. I'm waiting for them to get a little bit bigger. I put those in now too. So hopefully they'll survive. They should. I put a thing around them just to kind of keep the wind and stuff off them and a little bit of rain. So, but yeah. So I figured I'd let you guys know that little bit of stuff and stuff. I figured to share it. It kind of, you know. He was even saying too that he'd probably have to walk home and get his pickup truck or something, you know, and or whatever. So, but you know, it was no problem. I didn't mind helping him out. I'm you know, like I said, I'm just not gonna leave him there. So, I know my mom said too. He's been there for a while mowing, and he hit. My mom said there was a couple times he hit some like big rocks or something so bad that he actually conked the tractor out, like the tractor died because it couldn't turn the blades anymore. So, and of course you can see a couple of big boulders on the freaking on the side of the hill. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's hit. And his blades are probably freaking totaled. I'm sure of it, because they're not going to survive a hit from a rock. These ain't your tiny little freaking pebbles. These were, that one looked like it was the size of my head. But I don't know if that was the one or not, but that's what I seen. So that's what I'm guessing, is that's what he hit, you know. So, yeah. It's too bad I couldn't get that on video, but, you know, it's just, you know, it was short notice. My mom doesn't really know how to work this camera, so she kind of has an idea, but not a lot, so. Because I told her, like, if that ever happens again, fire up either your cell phone or fire up this camera and get a shot of it, because it's not every day that I pull someone out of the ditch. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Figured I'll just share it with you boys. And yeah, and I told him too that I had some kind of a squeak going on, or a grinding noise or whatever with the mower deck every time I lift it. Of course, I don't think he has that problem yet, but I'm thinking it's my left lift arm that, you know, picks up my mower deck is hitting one of my steering rods. So I got a steering rod that goes from the front of the tractor to the back of the tractor, and the mosquito's sucking the blood out of my camera. I think that's what it is, because my steering rod is all scraped to shit. There's no paint left on it or nothing, so I think that's where it's hitting, but there's not much I can do about it. The day before, my uncle come over. I had him look at it, and he says, well, there's really no way of looking unless you just drop the deck off and crawl under the damn thing and look. So we took the deck off, and then he had to go back to find the right size socket for the blades, because I didn't have the right size. I do on my impact gun, but I don't have any air up there, because we did it up in the garage up at the house, and all my air is back here now. I don't have any air up at the front. So while he was gone, I took that video. Minnie! Kitty, kitty, kitty. My cat's outside. Shouldn't be, but she is. Yeah, and I took the video of that when the tractor's mower deck and grill guard was off. If you guys have seen that video yet. I know most of you have. I don't think some people haven't. I think like Mossman and Savage and more, haven't really heard from him, and Raptor6. They'll see it eventually. They've probably been just busier than shit with work. I'm sure work is like superly overpowering them right now, you know. So, but you know, you gotta work. So my videos will always be there. It's not like I'm going to delete them or anything. And there's another cat. You little faggot, get out of here. So, yeah. So yeah, I sharpened my blades. My blades are pretty toast. There's some things I can't get out. Of course, you'd have to grind the living shit out of them. And I'm not going to because it'd be a waste of a blade. So I put my D-wall wheel on. And I put the thing on backwards. The little nut. That little nut there in the middle. And I turned it off because I had to hear what my uncle was saying. Then all of a sudden my damn wheel fell off. It's like, God damn it! I'm glad I didn't fucking do that when it was on. Holy shit, that would have been bad. So, because I put the wheel on the wrong way. And is that skunk again, or is that the cat? Can't tell. It's awful dark to be a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. Could be a skunk too. I really can't tell. So, yeah, but I guess what happens is I put the nut on the wrong way. You can put them on two different ways, I guess for different kinds of wheels. Now you see this way here. It's kind of got that little tip on the top, that little notch. This little thing here. Okay, well I had putting that on this way into the wheel, right? Well, I guess you're not supposed to do that, I guess. And then I guess it worked itself loose. I didn't think I put it on plenty tight, but then it fell off. So it must have come loose, I guess, or something. I don't fucking know, but that scared the shit out of me when it fell off. I was like, holy shit, well, thank God the damn thing was off. So, because that would have been fucking bad. It's probably just like a warning of bad shit going to happen. So yeah, I figured I'd share this story with you guys. I hope you find it somewhat entertaining. I don't know. If you don't, my bad, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah, it's getting kind of late. I think I better head her in if I don't get sprayed by a skunk. Hopefully that's not a skunk, hopefully it's just a cat. Yeah, that's probably just my cat. But yeah, like I said, I figured, mosquitoes. I figured I'll just share that story with you guys. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah. So there's not really much else to say. I don't really want to repeat myself again, because we don't need that going on, right? You guys are thinking, oh God, here we go again. So, yeah, so I got nice sharp blades now. Cuts a hell of a lot better. I gotta set the height on it. It's still set at 0. You know, so I can drop my deck off. So, yeah, anyways, guys, I think I'm going to take off. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Give her a like if you want the video and leave a comment. And if you don't, well, then whatever. So, okay, guys, I'm going to take off. So, I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.